Good afternoon, dear colleagues. From time to time, I speak about Intelcom's successes in the development of IP television in different audiences. It is for the first time that I'm going to discuss where we are and where we're heading. When I was speaking for the first time, it was a niche product for us, but now I'm going to explain why it's no longer niche and confirm this with figures. Our vision as an operator differs from that of the previous speaker. Today, the biggest problem for us is network capacity. It's not a problem for us to generate enough traffic to achieve the highest possible network utilization. No big deal. But the profitability of this business is always going down because there are bitrate constraints. The costs are becoming higher. And of course, in order to grow your margins, to grow your profitability, you have to either constantly launch new value-added services or reduce your costs. If you don't do it, major OTT projects such as YouTube will monetize on your capex, and you will not be able to get your payback. There will be no return on your network investment. Today, the operator's business is not really profitable. It's not very interesting for investors. And we, as a major cellular service provider, understanding it, started doing something else. It all started with the acquisition of Karbina Telecom. We decided to go towards cloud-based services, OTT, although it will be a transitional initiative for us. Those who are successful in this area, they will start to monetize, and they will start to monetize on their colleagues' services. And the prerequisites with which such monetization can be much smoother. And at a certain point in time, people will have to decide as to revenue sharing. I know that there is this, a similar trend on other markets in France, in the USA, where providers are suggested to pay for part of the traffic in advance. New players such as Google and Microsoft are also trying to enter this market. Everyone wants to eat to win part of Netflix's market. A few words about where we are moving. It is on purpose that my presentation is in English. We have a lot of English-speaking guests here. What helped us to show these great results with relatively small subscriber base? Why IPTV? It is very logical for a broadband access provider to develop IPTV as a value-added service. It allows us to monetize, to get return on investment in our fiber optical assets and avoid customer churn. What are our strong points? Firstly, our single brand. We do not only provide mobile services, we also provide fixed services. It was pretty difficult to ensure customer awareness. However, we have managed to achieve this brand uniformity There is audience awareness of our brand, and currently our brand is working for us, fulfilling its full potential. Although not all our broadband access customers are also our mobile subscribers. Secondly, it's much easier to maintain and support a centralized platform that is maintained by just several dozens of people. We are using single billing system for IPTV and internet access. Gradually, we are integrating everything on our single CRM system. Our niche is the middle upper segment. We understand that we are in no position to compete against companies such as Tricolor in the low ARPU segment. We are in the mid-tier and high-tier. In this segment, we decided to focus on full HD compatibility, and our potential, the potential of our product, is pretty good in terms of classical IPTV. We achieved all this in a period of 2.5 years. For this, we required 3 TV campaigns. The most recent one was conducted last autumn. Well, it's not cheap. However, beeline advertisement supports our image as an IPTV provider, as well as our internet access services. We are using unified IPTV OTT platform. All services are built with the use of single billing account. A few facts. Today we offer almost 200 channels. 23 of them are HD channels. We are offering the biggest base package comprising 100 channels with the biggest number of HD packages. With a high level of piracy, we have managed to offer very successful video on demand service. Gradually, we are moving towards social TV, being quite active in application development and introduction, doing this together with our partners. And we are offering all kinds of applications for different devices. Now, a few figures. Some forecasts for 2012. We don't pursue the goal to cover our entire broadband access subscriber base with classical IP or paid TV services. We will be expanding to the market of web television. I'm absolutely sure that our penetration in Russia is very persuasive. This is the way it was in 2011. In those cities where we have our services available, they are 93% of our entire broadband access base. All our broadband subscribers, almost all of them, have access to these services. There was a period of double play where our subscribers would get internet access and IPTV services with the same device. It is very important for us and very good for us. What does it mean? It means that when our field personnel goes to install a device, he or she will install both internet access device and television device at a time. This is the evolution of value-added services usage for services such as rewinding, recording. The penetration rate of our services is quite high, as you can see. This chart may be very interesting for many. Our average penetration is 31%. We have a number of cities where it is much higher. The record-setting city is Kemerovo. The first region was launched in September 2009. This is what we achieved over a period of 4 years. In Moscow, where competition is much higher, the growth of penetration is not the same fast, but it is easy to explain. There are other sources of entertainment available to citizens, such as cinema theaters and others. However, even in major cities, our successes are quite significant. And now we are number 2 on the IPTV market after Rostelecom. Some ARPU data. Not all such data are available from us. It's commercial data. But here you can see our ARPU and service margin figures for the regions in Moscow. We are offering base packages, specialized packages, and thematic channels. What are our challenges for this year? Not all transport networks are ready for multicasting. Not always is it possible to get access to leased lines for multicasting. We experience problems in some cities. Of course, we have to compete against web projects. We experience some problems with set-top boxes, with hard disk drives. In some cities, the prices for TV services are so low that there is no point for us in going there. There is no longer growth. There is no longer point in growing the market, the share of the market of broadband access. What will be our main growth points? We are looking at OTT for this technology to be used on other broadband networks. Of course, we are looking at integration with our mobile business. Of course, we will be considering the market of connected TV. High availability of smart TV sets allows us to stop spending money on set-top boxes. Moreover, currently we are completing a pilot project with TNS. We have more than 630 subscribers for it. and we're trying to connect all those things to our TNS platform, and I'm hopeful that eventually we'll have a very successful product that will help us to enter this market while also helping our advertisement colleagues to earn more money. Naturally, we're looking at advertising agents because IPTV is very flexible, allowing everything. We can't help looking at advertisement. Although currently, together with TNS, we are achieving a lot through TV viewing analysis, behavior analysis. As to user-generated content, this topic is also very relevant for us. We consider it as part of our evolution. We have already placed Facebook and Twitter on our TV screen. Now, the next step will be transferring our screen to our other devices, such as iPhone, Android-based devices, and enabling the use of those devices as remote controls. Well, unfortunately, I failed to download this video.